I mean, like, I don't even know what to say. Like, this new YouTube change is my second least favorite change they've ever made, second only to dislikes being removed, and this is only slightly behind it because I think this one is on the.
I do hate that dislikes were removed, even though when you can click it and the dislikes will show up for the creator, but they don't show it to the users anymore because they're trying to be positive, right?
Almost the same level of baffling stupidity to even have the idea, and even more befuddling to pull the trigger on actually implementing this idea. YouTube has made a habit out of just going hog wild on changes that not a single soul on the planet has ever asked for, and there's a chance.
What is the change? Does he link it? No. Okay. Let's check it out.
That
let it go.
These ideas are thoughts that not a single sentient organism has ever thought of until YouTube farted them out. Because these ideas are just so silly and wacky. It's like when you take a shit, you're probably not thinking about eating the poop, but YouTube, and they
might
do.
think it. All right, let's get it. Let's get into it.
Calculated pub watch time.
Here we go. Here we go.
Views on long-form content are calculated publicly. Starting August 24th, views will count the moment a video begins to play with no minimum watch time. The first frame of a video will count as a view now across all formats, VOD, Shorts, and Live. We're standardizing views to reflect creators' true exposure across YouTube, making it easier to show their value to brand partners. This update won't impact creator earnings or YouTube partnership program eligibility. So if you have a video even autoplay for a split second, like scroll to one, autoplays, that counts as a view publicly. Now, they do mention that they still have engaged viewer metrics, which is kind of the old way of calculating it, where you need a viewer to stick around for.
So there's two sections. There's the views when it pops up for someone. I honestly thought that's what it was already doing. You actually have, here, let me get the camera. Okay, on YouTube, you have views, and then you have engaged views. And that's especially for shorts, by the way. Views means if they scroll a short and it pops up and then they continue, that's just a view. But if it starts to play for a few seconds and it has a few ways of checking, maybe they click on a like or they comment or it plays for a few seconds or so, it's an engaged view. And then it counts as a view for a short. That matters for shorts because in shorts, your monetization's calculated off of shorts, right? Whereas on videos, it's calculated off of view hours. So I don't think it's really going to hurt videos or anything like lives because it counts your watch time anyway. But it will throw off your metrics because you can see how many people viewed your video in a way that you'll get a view, but you won't get a lot of watch hours. And the numbers will just seem inflated on the views, right? So it depends on how they serve out the content.
It was about like 30 seconds on long form content, which is like an actual view and something that's been standard on long form content, where you need a viewer to stick around for.
So he was saying that for long form, it actually didn't count till you had 30 seconds. That makes sense.
It was about like 30 seconds on long form content, which is like an actual view and something.
Let's go back to that. Historically, we've used multiple view counting systems across different formats. However, we've heard that creators want to eliminate this metric confusion and accurately understand their true exposure, which is why we're making this update. So they're still keeping the original metric called engaged views in analytics advanced mode so creators can see, okay, like if they're actually watching longer or more engaged.
It was about like 30 seconds on long form content, which is like an actual view and something that's been standard on the platform for ages. Now they're going the way of shorts calculation, which is even if you like fall asleep and it just starts doom scrolling, every single thing that it hits is going to count as a view there. Just ding is an impression, which is completely useless. This change is going to explode YouTube views, obviously, but it's not real. It's just a vapid fake number. It's just phony baloney nonsense, really. And the sentence there where they said it's going to...
I don't mind as long as they distinguish the views from the engaged views, because the engaged views means that they're engaging. So as long as they keep both of those and views just counts up, but engaged is what matters for what he's talking about, that's okay. I think they're going to standardize it to, because the videos long form, I don't think they have engaged views. I think, let me check that. Because if they don't, that's a shorts thing, right? then it would make more sense. They're just kind of like matching the way it's described across content. So if I go to content and I go to videos, let's see how it looks. Yeah, they don't really say engaged views, right? So what's probably going to happen is they're going to have views and engaged views on videos to match shorts. And they're also going to probably do that on lives and posts and all of that, you know.
Help you stand out to brand partners. No, the fuck it's not. Brand partners are going to maybe
They're
do
gonna look
deals
for
for
engaged.
like a month under these new programs with these channels that are getting millions of views, and they'll sell like 3 things because it's all fucking fake. Like,
Yeah.
it's so silly. And the only channels that stand to benefit from this,
But they're going to know that. The brand partners will know that and ask for engaged views, right? So
are the channels that you don't want to thrive here, the ones that have already poisoned shorts, which is AI, clickbait, and just fucking endless amounts of slop, mainly AI slop. This now incentivizes them to break containment, the SCP protocol here, and go on to long form now, because now they can thrive there too. And they already have been thriving in long form, even with the previous view